matrix number is 2024697596. Introduction to the Asian Socio-Cultural Community, ASCC. The background of ASCC. The Asian Socio-Cultural Community, or ASCC, is one of the three main pillars of ASEAN, created to support the development of a people-centered and people-oriented community. It focuses on improving the quality of life for everyone in Southeast Asia. ASCC was formed because Asian leaders realized that economic and political cooperation alone were not enough. The region also needed strong social, cultural, and human development. Through the ASCC, Asians worked together on issues like education, healthcare, labor, environment, and social protection to build a more inclusive and caring region. The second one is why ASCC is important. ASCC is important because it ensures that Asian progress benefits ordinary people, not just governments or businesses. It promotes equality, social welfare, and opportunities for all groups, including youth, women, the elderly, and the vulnerable communities. ASCC also helps Asians respond better to challenges such as natural disaster, climate change, public health threats, and cultural erosion. By strengthening social bonds and cultural understanding, the ASCC helps create a more united and resilient Asian community. Next is objective of ASCC. The main objective of the ASCC is to build an Asian community that is inclusive, sustainable, and focused on well-being of its people. Its aim to reduce poverty, improve access to education and healthcare, and protect the environment. The ASCC also wants to preserve Asians' cultural diversity, promote social justice, and strengthen disaster management. Overall, the ASCC works to ensure that every Asian citizen can enjoy a better quality of life and feel connected as part of one regional community. Next is the key pillar of ASCC, ICD framework. The first one is I, inclusive. The ASCC promotes inclusivity by making sure that social development benefits everyone, especially vulnerable groups. This includes improving social welfare, providing equal opportunities, and supporting fair labor practices. The aim is to ensure that no one is left behind as Asian grows. The second one is C, caring. The ASCC focuses on welfare, health, protection, and safety. It builds systems to respond to disaster, health emergency, and social issues. A caring Asian means members work together during crisis and support each other to maintain community well-being. And the last one is D, dynamic. The ASCC encourages a dynamic region that embraces innovation, adaptability, and sustainability. It promotes education, skill development, environmental protections, and cultural preservation so Asians can stay resilient and competitive in changing world.
My name is Afika Nabila binti Rahidi and my matrix number is 2024431808. The first key cooperation area under the ASCC is disaster management and humanitarian assistance, which is crucial because Asia is one of the most disaster-prone regions in the world, often experiencing earthquakes, floods, typhoons, and other natural hazards that require rapid and coordinated regional action. Through frameworks such as the Asian Agreement on Disaster Management and Emergency Response, AADMER, and the mechanism of the AHS-Center, Asian countries work together to strengthen preparedness, share real-time disaster information, conduct joint simulation exercises, and mobilize emergency response teams when disasters strike. A recent example that demonstrates this cooperation is a 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Myanmar in March 2025, where Malaysia immediately deployed 50 personnel from NAPMA and the Smart Rescue Team to assist in search and rescue and medical operations. Malaysia also pledged RM10 million ringgit in humanitarian aid and through Asian Desa Logistic Facility in Subang, coordinated the delivery of relief supplies to Myanmar via the AHS Center. Additionally, Mercy Malaysia sent a medical response unit to support affected community in Kelsey Hospital. This real event clearly shows how Asian disaster management cooperation functions effectively in real time. The second key cooperation area under the ASCC is public health and communicable disease, which focus on strengthening regional health security and preventing the spread of disease across borders. Because Asian countries are deeply interconnected to tourism, trade, and labor mobility, outbreaks such as COVID-19, dengue, tuberculosis, and influenza can spread quickly if not managed collectively. To address this, ASEAN worked through the Asian Health Cluster, which coordinate disease surveillance, information sharing, joint research, and harmonized health guidelines among member states. The region also collaborates with international bodies such as the WHO to improve pandemic preparedness, vaccination strategies, and cross-border health protocols. A recent example highlighting this cooperation is Asian regional response during the COVID-19 pandemic, where member countries shared medical supplies, standardized travel procedures through the Asian Travel Corridor Framework, and held continuous consultation to coordinate public health measures. Through this mechanism, Asia strengthened its ability to detect, control, and respond to communicable disease, ensuring greater regional health resilience.
My name is Putifah Rahida Bedifazi. I will explain another point, key cooperation areas of ASEAN Socio-Cultural Community. The third point is cultural heritage and people-to-people exchange. Through initiatives such as the ASEAN Cultural Heritage Digital Archive and the ASEAN Socio-Cultural Community footprint, member states work together to preserve our shared cultural heritage, promote traditional art, and strengthen a common regional identity. This initiative helps ensure that ASEAN cultural value and tradition continue to be protected for future generations. ASEAN also supports various youth exchange, cultural festival, and education programs. This activity gives opportunity for young people across ASEAN to interact, learn from one another, and build stronger relationship. This helps deepen mutual understanding and encourage unity within the region. For example, Malaysia participates in the ASEAN Youth Cultural Forum, where university students from across ASEAN gather to showcase traditional music, dance, and art. Events like this do not only highlight cultural diversity, but also strengthen intercultural cooperation and regional unity among ASEAN members. Last point is environmental sustainability. Through initiatives such as the ASEAN Environmental Education Action Plan and the ASEAN Agreement on Transboundary Air Pollution, member states work together to protect the environment, promote sustainable development, and address regional challenges like air pollution, climate change, and biodiversity loss. These initiatives aim not only to safeguard natural resources, but also to ensure a healthier and a safer environment for current and future generations. ASEAN also encourages knowledge sharing, joint research, and capacity building programs among member states to implement sustainable practices and raise environmental awareness across the region. For example, Malaysia collaborates with Indonesia and Singapore under the Haze Pollution Agreement. This involves enforcing stricter land use policies, conducting joint monitoring of forest fires, and promoting sustainable agriculture to reduce cross-border haze. Such cooperation strengthens ASEAN's commitment to environmental protection and regional sustainability.
Hello everyone, today I will be presenting on the benefits of the ASEAN Socio-Cultural Community or ASCC to ASEAN member states and its overall impact. Regional resilience, disaster management, and climate resilience. Firstly, ASCC plays an important role in strengthening regional resilience, especially in disaster management and climate resilience. Through ASCC cooperation, ASEAN ensures that no country faces disaster alone. When natural disasters such as floods, earthquakes, or climate-related crises occur, member states work together by providing humanitarian aid, funding, and technical support. The impact of this collective effort is significant. Recovery becomes faster, social and economic stability is better protected, and lives and livelihoods are safe. At the same time, climate risks are managed more effectively through shared strategies and regional cooperation. Overall, ASCC helps ASEAN become more prepared, responsive, and resilient in the face of crisis. Next is greater social protection and inclusion. Secondly, ASCC promotes greater social protection and social inclusion across the ASEAN region. This is guided by the ASEAN Declaration and Framework on Social Protection, which focuses on vulnerable groups such as persons with disabilities, senior citizens, children, and other marginalized communities. The main objective is to ensure that no one is left behind. By strengthening social protection systems, ASCC helps reduce discrimination, inequality, and vulnerability among these groups. In the long term, this improves overall well-being, welfare, and livelihoods throughout a person's life cycle. As a result, ASEAN societies become more inclusive, equitable, and socially stable. Slide number 3. Cultural unity and tourism growth. Lastly, ASCC contributes to cultural unity and tourism growth through the integration of cultural and tourism industries. Cultural unity strengthens social cohesion when people feel connected through a shared ASEAN identity. They are more willing to cooperate, especially during challenging times or regional crises. Tourism growth linked to culture is also more sustainable and inclusive. It does not only generate revenue but also helps preserve heritage, empower local communities, and promote cross-border understanding among ASEAN countries. And then, this cultural cooperation ultimately strengthens regional solidarity while supporting long-term economics and social development. In a nutshell, ASCC plays a vital role in building a resilient, inclusive, and a united ASEAN communities. And that's all.
Improve crisis preparedness. The ASCC is instrumental in fortifying the region's capacity to handle various challenges and mitigate adverse impacts. Its core function includes equipping member states to collectively anticipate and minimize the negative repercussions stemming from regional economic integration. This involves creating a resilient framework where ASEAN can work together to address issues that arise from increased interconnectedness. More specifically, cooperation within the ASCC encompasses crucial areas like disaster management. By fostering collaboration in this field, the ASCC directly improves the region's ability to respond effectively to natural calamities and other emergencies, thereby enhancing overall crisis preparedness and resilience. The aim is to build a caring and sharing community where members are quick to respond when an associate faces misfortune or difficulties, and to jointly create activities to overcome shared problems. This commitment means that collective capacity building within ASEAN is strengthened not only into economic sphere but also in security and also socio-cultural domains, with the involvement of society being equally vital in all these cooperative efforts. Number 2, advancement in human development. The ASCC places a high priority on the holistic development of human capital across Southeast Asia. A central objective is to cultivate high quality and competitive human resources that are essential for regional success. This ambition is actively supported by the ASEAN Foundation, which has a broad mandate including developing human resources beyond this specific role. This foundation also addresses other critical aspects of human development, such as helping reduce poverty and addressing socioeconomic disparities in ASEAN. The broader vision of the ASCC, aimed at fostering a robust sense of community, incorporates the vital element of building caring societies. This commitment underscores a foundational dedication to the welfare and comprehensive development of communities, ensuring that the benefits of integration are shared equitably. Cooperation in the socio-cultural sphere under the ASCC specifically includes collaboration in areas such as youth, women, social development, poverty eradication, health, and labor. These initiatives are designed to create a conducive environment for successful regional integration and shared prosperity, recognizing that a skilled, healthy, and well-supported population is the bedrock of this achievement. The ASCC aims to ensure that the social impacts of economic integration are managed effectively. Number 3, stronger ASEAN identity. The ASCC is the most pivotal pillar in cultivating a profound sense of community and we feeling towards ASEAN. Its goal is to forge a Southeast Asian society unified as a partnership characterized by mutual care and sharing, thereby reinforcing a collective sense of belonging and solidarity among ASEAN citizens. So there are 4 interconnected strategies, and that is the first one is cultivating a sense of community and we feeling, promoting a people-centered ASEAN, and also enhancing regional interaction and awareness, and the last but not least, fostering a spirit of togetherness and tolerance.
Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Muhammad Nurhamizah Ruslan. I will be presenting about the conclusion and lesson learned from our presentation slide. Now, to conclude our presentation, the ASEAN Socio-Cultural Community, or ASCC, plays a very important role in shaping a more united and people-centered Southeast Asia. Throughout our discussion, we can see how ASCC focuses not only on economic or political cooperation, but more importantly on the well-being, identity, and resilience of the people in the region. By strengthening areas like disaster management, public health, education, and cultural diversity, ASEAN countries are better prepared to face shared challenges together. Whether it's responding to major disasters, managing pandemics, or celebrating cultural differences, the SCC ensures that every member state can support one another. Overall, the ASCC reminds us that unity is not just about working together, but about understanding and appreciating our differences. With strong cooperation, and region becomes not only safer and healthier, but also more inclusive and connected. This makes ASEAN a community that truly puts its people first. From this topic, there are several important lessons that we can take away. First, we learn that regional cooperation is essential in solving issues that no country can handle alone. Challenges like pandemic, climate change, and natural disasters require ASEAN countries to share resources, knowledge, and expertise. Secondly, we realize that cultural diversity is not a weakness, but a strength. The different languages, religions, and traditions across Southeast Asia contribute to the richness of the region. When these differences are embraced, they promote creativity, mutual respect, and stronger social cohesion. Another lesson is the importance of inclusivity. ASCC teaches us that development must focus on the people, ensuring everyone has equal opportunities and access to support, especially during crisis. Finally, we learn that the success of ASEAN depends on continuous collaboration and understanding. With open communication and shared goals, the region can build a future that is more stable, prepared, and united. In short, the ASCC shows us that unity, respect, and cooperation are the foundation of a strong ASEAN community. That's all from me. Thank you and have a good day.